Hello Ratbags, it's Jade. Welcome to another DayZ update video. Guys, I was going to be doing a big video today talking just about Livonia, and a lot of people missed confusion thinking Livonia was coming out today because of some tweets that the Xbox official Twitter account posted. But that kind of got cleared up, but a lot of people missed out on it. So I was going to talk about Livonia, how much is it going to cost, what I think it should cost, and generally my opinion on Livonia, as well as updates for Xbox and PS4, and generally the state of DayZ. As I was about to do that though, they have just posted the experimental update patch notes for 1.06. So I'll be clearing up exactly what we're going to get in Livonia and what we're not going to get, and if you're going to buy the DLC, that is. And this goes a long way in helping showing what we're going to actually have with 1.06 update. Let's go through it all briefly. Don't forget to like the video if you want more DayZ updates and survival game news. I am the best channel for console and PC survival news. Vega shotgun with attachments has been added. Blaze rifle, BK-43 with sword off version. Colt 1911 with magazine. Magazine variants for existing weapons, drum mags, high capacity mags, etc. Bear, fishing, item attachments can now be damaged. Ability to harvest sticks from bushes with bare hands. Ability to break long sticks into small sticks with bare hands. Of course, why would you need a weapon to do that? Cars now have a chance to spawn with a certain amount of fuel. Distinguished colour when swapping in inventory. Throwing in crouched and prone stances. Items are spawning in greenhouses. Ejecting rounds from firearms. And GUI visualization of reserved attachments. Now, they've got something at the very bottom here though. Known issues, the Saka 120, the Gunfer 2 and Bear are currently not spawning. So, bit of conflicting information. They've added the Bear, but the Bear's not working. So, it's only an experimental, of course. This is only PC. This update, I wouldn't expect it to come to console for at least a week. Usually it's much more than that. Usually it's a good few weeks before it comes. But what I'll go through with the information as the second part of this video, talking about Livonia and the mix-ups. They're really trying to hopefully aim to get all the content out at the same time. So I really want this to work. I love playing DayZ. I just can't put up with the bugs and problems in this game anymore. So let's go through the rest of the stuff with Livonia. DayZ players, the Livonia DLC will not come out today. This date was never officially announced. However, you won't have to wait too long, it's soon. We'd also like to reiterate we aim to release Livonia on all platforms, PC, Xbox and PS4 around the same time. I warned everyone and said I don't think it's coming out on the 13th because they haven't put anything up on their official channels. It was only the Xbox channel that basically listed the date of November the 13th. Now they even actually acknowledged they got the date wrong the day after, but by then of course the internet had taken storm and everyone was maybe expecting it to release today. Considering they've only just shut the beta down for it, that was probably just a little bit too soon. So if you don't know already though, Livonia is only going to be for the paid map, which is a recycled asset from Arma 3 and their Contact DLC. The Bear, all the other features you may have seen like fishing, car parts being able to be taken off of wrecks, as well as a whole host of other new items, they're all going to be as part of a 1.6 update. You won't have to pay for the update, you won't have to pay for the Bear. The Bear is going to be on Chernarus, just like all the other stuff you've seen in the trailer for Livonia. Which makes me wonder, how much are they going to charge for this DLC? We still don't know. With the Arma 3 Contact DLC being a whopping £22. Now this actually had a full First Contact single player campaign in it. So it wasn't just a case of a new map and new items or aliens. It had a whole story that you could play through. Considering Livonia on its own for DayZ is only going to consist of just new terrain, it makes me really think of how much they could charge for it, and I really can't see them charging more than maybe $7.99. When I think about DLC from other games similar like Ark and Conan, and I call them similar because they're multiplayer survival games and pretty much some of the only games to release DLC like these, Conan Exiles DLC is around $8.99, and for that you get a whole host of new items, buildable skins, as well as weapons and armor pieces. They're not fully 100% just cosmetic. They are actual pieces that will help protect you, but they can be crafted from the same materials that you'll find, and they have comparable stats. That's how Funcom try and get around the fact that sometimes it's a little bit of a paywall. It also offers up very different distinct building pieces sometimes, with Blood and Sand probably being the most recent example, giving you the pieces to make your own Colosseum. Compare that to Ark Survival Evolved, and their DLC is roughly around £15. And with their DLC you get a whole brand new map, you get new items and obviously new creatures, and it pretty much gives you just hundreds of hours worth of content if you're really into the game. One thing they do with this content though, it's available in single player. Even if you don't own a DLC, you can spawn in a lot of the items and a lot of the creatures, although not every single creature. If you played the base game on Ark's Island, you can spawn in most or the majority of the creatures from the DLCs free of charge just to test and muck around with. If only we could get single player for DayZ. So again, you're paying pretty much £15 for a map and exclusive items to use on the official networks. So what exactly is DayZ's price point going to be? I think it honestly should be about the same price or a bit lower than Conan Exiles. I can't see how they can justify one single map that they've reused from another game being actually worth more than something like $5.99 or $7.99. If they come out with anything like this map being £20, I will kick up such a storm. Not that I don't have that much clout. But since DayZ are sending me some sort of care package, I can at least exclaim that they have at least watched one or two of my videos in the past. Either that or they're sending people around to beat me up because I criticise the game so much. Who knows? So, no price point as of yet. No release date as of yet. We only know that it's going to be soon, and I'm guessing in the next couple of weeks. I am pleased to say though that they're talking about releasing it on all platforms at the same time. I hope they really take their time to bug fix and make sure that the problems with the game are fixed alongside update 1.6. Speaking of problems, and what we'll finish off with is this. This letter was actually posted on the announcement of Livonia by AJ90LFC. Now some of it's a bit sporadic and maybe not all that coherent, but most of it is pretty much spot on. He lists the major issues that are plaguing console particularly. On PC, DayZ is a much different beast. It actually works for the most part, although there are still some problems. But Xbox and PS4, it really has been just not a very good look for the game in the last few months. Servers over 50 players suffer heavy lag problems, the client crashing all the time, invisible loot, visible but not uninteractable loot, cars flipping or just breaking or exploding when you go past a certain speed, inconsistent persistence, duplication issues destroying the loot economy on public official hives. They still have not fixed the duplication problems. Disease illness systems are very much either broke or they've just not been communicated enough on how they actually work. Database saving issues, vehicle headlights can't be turned on, night vision goggles can't be worn whilst moving, head torch is a red light, weather changes drop client FPS severely, and Baraka sites don't work with battery. It's been a while since DayZ has had a substantial update, at least 6 weeks since they announced Livonia, and even before then there was a week or a few weeks since the last update. So yeah, we need something, and I really wish or hope they would fix stuff a little bit quicker. Now I know this is pretty much what everyone's been saying on PC for years, welcome to the party Xbox and PS4 players, but when a game's full release and when a game's releasing updates and content every 6 to 8 weeks, you expect some bug fixes, and they don't seem to be doing that. Their bug fixes come out literally on the next update. They just don't seem to try hard enough in making sure that the Xbox and PS4 ports receive a bit more care and attention after big major updates, and I really want them to change that. It's why I get so angry with the game. I love playing the game, I just don't want to spend hours and hours wasting it to get killed by lag, desync, or not being able to pick up an item like food. And who can forget that while they were away at EGX in London, there was a huge problem with characters and the whole servers had to be wiped or re-rolled back on official servers. So sometimes their communication isn't great either, and I just really want them to focus on these sort of things, because when you get the game right, people will buy the DLC and they won't care how much it costs, but you've got to show that you're fixing the game. It took them 2 days to announce what was happening with all the lost characters on October the 18th. With physical copies edition of the game out as well, yet no actual updates to go alongside it. It's been a while since we've had something substantial. So there we go guys, Livonia, it's going to have the map. It's going to be some sort of price, and I really hope it's below £10. The content that's coming, like the bear, the fishing, new guns, that's all going to be part of 1.06 and hoping to have it released on all platforms on the same day. But that won't be today. Let me know what you think about Livonia. What have you seen from streamers playing it over the period? It was fun running around new locations for sure. I mean, I hadn't really got to know Chernarus as much as people might think, but certainly a new map completely, having sort of new feels, definitely was interesting. Not so interesting was the rain. It is really annoying. It's just going to make people spend more time indoors. Maybe that's the point. You really got to think about what items you're wearing, and you're going to have to do more busy work in between going and traveling from town to town. So hopefully that makes any sort of bum race to go and get all the best armor and loot from military places a little bit harder. But you are not going to survive being out in the rain. If a rainstorm hits, you are going to get hypothermia really quickly, so you've got to have plenty of stuff like that. And food is going to be much more of a challenge. We knew that already. They've said that a lot, that you're going to need this more of a survival status rather than necessarily just running and getting loot very easily. So being able to fish is going to be important, as well as all the other stuff. But I really wish they brought bows and arrows. I mean, I know I'm asking for a lot, but why not? This stuff has been promised or shown off over the years, and it's taken so long to get something out. I don't see any reason I can't say we should have bows and arrows by this point. I think that would go really well with this map and with the update in general. That would really make it more self-sustaining and not be such a grind trying to find food in the first hours. The top of the map is pretty empty and sparse. There are some towns, but loot wise, oh my god, the loot pool, I hope they turn it up by the time it actually comes out, because it was awful. It's just really poor. So let me know what you think about Livonia. As ever, I'll be there first to let you guys know when the update is dropping, how much it's going to be, always with the survival games news. Make sure you got lots on, and go and follow me on Mixer to see me play more of these games every single day, Monday to Friday. Until next time, rat bags, laters.